my Spotify rap next year is going to be Random Encounters, because they've done a song called What's in Your Basement.
Right.
Hey there, neighbor, can I come inside? What's up, neighbor? What you got to hide?
And is it about the game?
I don't want to it's about the game. Then there's also Raven Brooks.
I don't want to.
Or to see you sneak around. And then he goes, good night, neighbor. Close your eyes and sleep.
That's creepy. Hello and welcome back to the In the Lobby podcast. I'm here with my two favourite people.
Yeah, let's not take that, TN.
TN's not here, otherwise I'd be with my three favourite people. But we're here, we're back.
Yeah.
It has been Christmas, it's been New Year, and now we are ready to get 2024 in motion. Are you guys ready for 2024?
I am so ready. How do you get ready for a year?
You don't, I think. Do you know what's so funny is like most people will start the new year just being wildly hungover and just spending the whole day doing nothing. Were you hungover this new year?
Nope.
I wasn't.
Oh, all right.
I was I was mildly hungover. You weren't drinking.
Didn't drink. I'm not drinking anymore.
Till
Oh,
when?
really?
Only drinking
Dry
water.
Jan?
Just water. No fizzy
Dry year?
drinks. Don't know. We'll see.
You're gonna get ripped.
We'll see.
You know that.
I want to do that. I had a PT session last night. I hurt a lot.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
in pain. I just want to stop being fat. So I went, this is the way to do it. I drink a lot. So I thought, let's just stop doing that.
You know what? It's
You
a
don't drink
real.
a lot of alcohol.
Nah, he does. He does.
Do you think?
He's a pint drinker as well, aren't you?
Yeah.
So that's
Guinness.
because the thing is, I always find if I come off the sauce for like 2-3 weeks, which is probably about the max I've done, I always feel
Proud of you.
so much slimmer, so much healthier, so much.
Yeah. I've never felt that. So
Yeah, see, that's
maybe
what's
I need to drink
weird.
less.
I just stopped drinking alcohol for like 2 weeks and I just didn't feel different at all.
Yeah,
Really?
2 weeks
Yeah.
not enough, is it?
How much do you drink? Are you like a casual drinker? Do you drink at home? Like,
Nah, like every now and then I'd maybe have a beer at home, but then like usually if I have something to do at the weekend, I'll drink at the weekend.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
The last time I drank was Christmas Day. It's been ages. I
New
had
Year's to me.
snowballs. I just thought it felt right.
Snowball,
Just
you
made some
gotta have it.
snowballs.
I
What
love
did you do
snowballs.
What did you do on Christmas Day?
I got back from a work trip on Christmas Eve evening, and then I literally went straight to the local pub with my family, had a couple of beers, and then Christmas was all about. Our Christmas is weird because I don't have my girlfriend there. My younger brother doesn't have a girlfriend. My older brother had his girlfriend there, but it is, except for that one edition of his girlfriend, it's like Christmas 10-15 years ago every year because we all get up early, like 6 o'clock.
You're all quite
That's
childlike.
so cute though.
But I've got the belief that if you get Christmas Day, right, comes and goes, it's one day of the year, right? If you're getting up at 10 o'clock, what are you doing with your life? Get up early, milk it. So then I love it when it gets like 1 p.m. on Christmas Day and I'm like, we're still going. Let's
Yeah,
go.
I need a nap.
What? Okay, so if you don't do presents, what are you waking up for?
Presents.
Exactly. So I don't really do that many presents.
Okay.
I think my family is just like, presents was a long time ago, whatever. We just like enjoy having a roast dinner, like a nice.
Oh, so
my
you
mum
just-
loves cooking a roast
That's
dinner.
just a
It's her
standard
favourite thing
Sunday.
in the world. It is for her every Sunday, yeah. I mean, obviously Christmas is a bit different, but that's what I mean. If you're not doing presents, then there's nothing. What are you getting up for? If you don't have kids, you don't have presents.
Yeah, that's.
you getting
I went down a path of not really enjoying Christmas for a while. Spent one Christmas alone. Ordered a kebab.
Did you?
Great, yeah. Played FIFA
What, you
and
kebab
ordered a
open on
kebab.
Christmas?
Yeah, because they don't celebrate
All
it.
right, fine.
Yeah, I literally ordered a kebab. The guy, I opened the door, as in trackies. He looked at me like I was pathetic. Like, why have you ordered this? And I went, tastes nice, mate.
Did you make it at all festive? Like
No, played FIFA, FaceTime my family, because I lived in Bristol at the time and I was working at the opticians, and the optician stays open other than Christmas Day. So I had to work either Christmas Eve or Boxing Day, and because my family are in Norwich, 250 miles away from Bristol, I was like, well, I can't travel home if I do one of them. So I thought, in that case, I'll just work both and someone else can have it off.
Aw,
That'd
that's
be nice.
sweet.
So I just worked both and then spent Christmas Day alone, beat some random kids on Ultimate Team on FIFA.
So a lot of people do have to spend Christmas alone. So
yeah, I think you took one for the team there.
I didn't mind it.
What was the kebab like?
Lovely.
Yeah.
But I don't, on sacrilege, not the biggest fan of a roast.
to be fair, I mean,
That is sacrilege.
maybe you just
It's
didn't have
just-
a good one.
No, I like a roast, but there's definitely way better things out there.
Oh yeah,
but you
I mean,
It's one of the most overrated meals ever.
I don't know. For me, I like glamorize it. You know, I put it on a pedestal on that day.
Yeah, it's glamorized.
It is.
It's not. If I just gave it to you on a Tuesday, you'd go, yeah, that's okay.
Well, let me tell you about my Christmas gifts.
That's the point.
Right. So me and my brothers have this like competitive. It's almost like a game that we play. Everybody wins because you get really good gifts because you spend all year thinking, how can I win this year? I want to give the best gift to my brother, and I lost this year.
So not everybody wins. 2 seconds ago, everybody wins.
I got some good gifts.
Okay, what did you get? Let's talk about what you got.
All right.
And is the person who gave you this gift the winner?
Okay. My brother is the winner. He gave me. So I used to play No Mercy on the N64, which is a wrestling game from the 90s, right? And he found a vintage T-shirt that was No Mercy with all my favorite wrestlers on, and it was like a tour of the UK, and it had all the dates on the back. So that's. For me, I wore that for like 3 days straight without washing it. It was like a great gift.
That's a good gift.
But he got my younger brother, a GameCube portable screen.
Yeah, that's a winner. That's one of the coolest gifts in the
I
world.
watched him open it because I thought I'd won, and I watched him open it. I was like, man, I'd do anything for that. So basically what it is he bought 2 things. So he bought a screen that you just you connect your GameCube to, plug it in, and you can play it on the go.
Yeah.
Right? But also he bought like a battery pack so you can charge it up, plug that into the screen. So imagine you're on a train, like my brother's on a train from Hull to London, and he's just playing Double Dash on the train.
Oh,
how big is the GameCube?
Dream.
No, you have to carry around the GameCube with you.
It's like that.
Okay.
It's such a great, imagine you are the coolest guy on the train if you're playing.
Yeah,
Do you have to play it with a controller?
Yeah, you got to take control with you as well.
But that's a backpack. That's easy.
I hope he's brought it with him today because he's going to be here today, so we can.
He better afford it. Do you know what my favourite GameCube game was? Pokemon Colosseum.
Great game.
Such a good game.
Imagine playing it on the go.
Yeah. Oh. Can I just steal it off him?
Why don't we just get one ourselves?
Yeah, we could just do that.
We could do that.
How about next Christmas, me and you have a competition to see who gets each other the best present, but we just both buy each other
Stevie,
that.
have you been using your wheel cover that I bought for you?
Yeah, I sent a photo.
Did you actually?
Yeah, I sent a photo through to his brother, actually.
Really?
Of me with the wheel cover on.
Oh my god, did you put the gear stick cover on
Yeah,
too?
it felt uncomfortable.
Oh,
it was weird because you don't expect it to feel like that. Yeah. It was like a fluffy handbrake and gear thing. It was quite strange.
I'll post that one out of context.
If you missed it, you can probably still see the video on our YouTube channel. We did a secret Santa where we all had to buy each other, as you'd expect, random gifts. And I got you.
I still use mine. I love my mug. And I haven't used my plane spotting logbook yet.
I'm sure you will.
I have been watching a bit of Big Jet TV, which is like a live channel where he... Stop taking the piss out of me.
I don't think you can...
Sorry.
Big Jet TV.
Wow. I don't think you can... count spotting
No,
them if you're
that's
watching
why
on
I
Big Jet.
haven't. That's why I
Big
haven't.
Top Gun. It's like, I've never heard of Big Jet TV, but can you remember when the winds were mad, like last year or the year before? Big Jet was just going viral everywhere because he was just filming planes trying to land, but the winds were so bad that the planes were going. And
just stick it on in the background. It's a bunch of fun. Planes trying to land at Heathrow. It's so funny.
It's a bunch of fun, but
well, it's not a bunch of fun, but it's intense.
But the weird thing is, it was going viral because essentially what people were watching is going, one might crash. Yes. That was all they cared about, because what you'd see is some of them would land and they'd be like,
we're horrible.
What a pilot.
Humans are horrible.
Some of them sway, they have to go back up, so like, I can't land this, and then people are like, oh, he couldn't do it. But really, it's
just if they have a bit of a bumpy landing and people are like, ooh.
Well, did anybody get anything cool gaming related for Christmas from anybody?
I'm really bad at getting presents for me, because I'm quite... cheap. I don't care for expensive things. I don't really own anything expensive at all. Yeah. So then anything I fancy or I want, I'll just buy. Because nothing's ever that expensive. So I got things I needed: new pair of headphones and stuff like that. A few games to play, but not like online games. Like I got a lot of brain things because I think Ariane thinks I'm losing it. So she's like, if I get him some brain
training.
So I got loads of like little metal things that I have to untangle, and I did one of them.
Nice. Well, there you go. Proved it.
So I need to probably do that. I got Isaac loads of Switch games. Mario Wonder.
Yes, I've been playing that.
I played a little bit of it. It's good.
It's unbelievable. Have you played it?
No,
I like being the elephant. You can just smack things with your trunk.
You do that in real life. No,
what is Mario Wonder?
When I first played it, I didn't know what it was. So like,
what, Mario?
Yeah, I know what Mario is. Mario Wonder, I just thought it's another classic Mario 2D platformer.
Yeah,
but it's not.
No, it's like hallucinogenic sort of style
going on. Yeah.
Oh,
like
really?
you get like it's called a Wonder Seed.
Right.
So you're collecting those, but when you pick one up, the entire level just turns into this like hallucinogenic experience.
It's Mario on drugs, isn't it?
It is Mario on drugs. I don't want to say that.
Who pitched that?
I don't know.
Who went, Mario's great, but how good would it be if
he's high?
He eats a seed and it sends him loopy for a bit?
It's fascinating.
Well, you know, when they've made that many games, they really only had one probably course to go down, and that's what they chose.
That is true.
Decent game, though.
Have any of you watched Pokemon Concierge? Have you watched it?
I've seen the trailer, but I haven't watched it
it's
yet.
so cute.
It's
good? Only 4 tiny little episodes. They're like 17 minutes long or something. I wish it was longer. But
it's stop motion, isn't it?
It's stop motion. It's just so adorable.
What, like Chicken Run? The new one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
have you
rather
seen the
than...
Chicken Run?
So that's claymation.
Yeah, this is
like puppets made
it's like
of
knitted,
fabric.
like knitted Pokemon. Like they're made of like different materials, but it's like in a stock. It's like it's not as weird as you think it is. Like,
looks
you're just
great.
watching it.
I
looks
love Pokemon,
fantastic.
so I want to watch this.
You should watch it. You'll watch it, the whole thing in like an hour.
Oh, cool.
Just sit down one evening. I mean, it's a bit like it is like kiddie, but it's very.
I need a break from all the true
cute.
crime, to be honest.
It's very sweet.
Well, have you been watching a lot of true crime?
Yeah.
What have you been watching?
I've been watching, what's it called again? The Act. Have you heard of that?
Not heard of it.
Yeah, I'm not going to go into
Are we
it.
going to go down a true crime loop wormhole here?
Pokemon, where were we?
We changed quite a lot.
Has anyone watched Saltburn?
No, I need to watch
we're
it.
not talking about that on here, though. I know bits about it.
So my brother's going to my mum, you need to watch Saltburn, Mum, it's real good. You need to watch Saltburn. And then
Did she watch
my mum watches it,
Oh god.
and then she goes, it was great, but why did you tell me to watch that? And I said, Mum, what happens in it? And she was like, you don't know. And I was like, wait. I said to my brother, what is wrong with you? Because I read about it. It's quite naughty, isn't it?
Yeah, apparently, I've not seen it yet. People recommended it to me, and I was like, I'm
There's
not
like
sure if I'll watch
3,
it.
to be fair, it's not as weird as people make it out to be. There's like 3 scenes that are a bit like, oh, what the hell? But then apart from that, it's basically kind of, I don't want to give the plot away actually, and saying what movie it's like will kind of give the plot away. But it's basically
like
just like a. It's just like about this rich family and this guy that gets involved in this rich mansion family.
Okay.
But
Dude does weird things.
does some.
I'm going to watch it. I am going to watch it. It's been on
Quite
my
a long
list.
movie. It's like 2 hours and 20 minutes, or 2 hours long.
On a kind of true crime thing, one of the games I got Isaac for Christmas is a game called Hello Neighbor. Don't know if you've heard of it.
I have heard of that.
It's
I think.
like an introduction
think
to
it's on my
horror
wish list.
games for kids.
Yes. Okay.
What is it with you?
No, it's not me. It's him.
Okay.
He's addicted. He talks about Five Nights at Freddy's all the time. I don't even let him play it, but he knows everything.
But
yeah?
you started him off on that weird baby game.
Yeah, that was my fault.
What's that
was
called
my
again?
fault.
Yellow
Baby
Baby?
in Yellow. Yeah,
Baby
that was
in
creepy.
Yellow.
Hello Neighbor.
I've got it on my Steam
It's a
wish
7
list.
plus. Okay, so it's a 7 plus. It's allowed. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I tell you the plot, it doesn't sound that way. It's about your neighbour, Mr. Peterson.
Lovely.
And he has trapped a kid in his basement.
Right.
And you can hear the kid crying. And your aim is that you're this kid called Nicky. You've got to break into his house, find the key to the basement, get into the basement, try and find this kid.
Yeah.
But there's a whole storyline behind it. Apparently it's his own son and he's doing it to protect him and stuff. It doesn't matter. However, the thing that's more annoying about that game is that there's I think it's a YouTuber or something called Random Encounters.
Okay.
And they do a lot of songs based on games and stuff. So every time I'm in my car now, my Spotify rap next year is going to be Random Encounters, because they've done a song called What's in Your Basement.
Right.
Hey there, neighbor, can I come inside? What's up, neighbor? What you got to
And is
hide?
it about the game?
I don't want to it's about the game. Then there's also Raven Brooks.
I don't want to.
Or to see you sneak around. And then he goes, good night, neighbor. Close your eyes and sleep.
That's creepy.
Yeah, because he must like drug him or something to put him to sleep to then get into the basement.
Yeah.
But then I think he gets caught.
And this is
Does
7
Isaac
plus.
sing this as well? Or?
Yeah, he loves it.
Lovely. Yeah.
And then there's the FNAF musical they do, and I'm listening to that all the time. It's like, it smells of blood, and like it's weird.
I'm going to have to play Five Nights at Freddy's because I've just heard
You've never
nothing.
played one?
No, I've never.
I
You mean one? Is it like a
like-
series of games? Or is
There's
it...
loads of them. I don't like the original one. I don't like Secure. Maybe I do like. I don't like Sister Location, because the concept of those games is that you're trapped in a security room, and you just have to survive the night every time, but you can't do anything other than close the doors, open the doors, check the cameras. You don't move. You just stay in one room, and it's just basically you figure out the algorithm to know when to do what, and your battery can't
fun,
die.
Actually,
I just find it a bit bland that you can't go anywhere.
Is it like a bit puzzly?
Yeah, so it's a puzzle, but you can't move. However, I think it's Security Breach I played, where you actually play as the kid and you can walk around this big place, and then they're chasing you and stuff, and it's a lot better. So that one I liked, but the ones when you just sit. But I think you'd probably enjoy it. It's scary. It's jump scares everywhere.
Oh, maybe not then.
I got Resident Evil 4 for Christmas.
Been playing it?
VR.
Oh, okay, that's a bit.
I'll tell you what, right?
Doesn't that make you dizzy? Do you not get
No,
a bit
it doesn't.
like... Okay.
PSVR 2. PSVR 1 made me dizzy.
Do you play it sat down?
Standing up. I go all in.
Really? Smash a TV?
Nah, because like I just know that... Well, I think I've got control, but if you watch me, you'd say I don't.
Yeah. I kept debating buying Meta Quest.
Yeah.
3. I really want one.
So I
Have you
thought it'd
seen
be
how you
funny
can
to
like learn to
stream.
play the piano with it as well?
Yeah.
Looks sick.
I debated. Well, I saw that the other day, and I was like, "Oh, that could be handy."
Yeah.
So I like playing piano anyway, so it could be fun. I thought I could do
You should
streams
get it.
and stuff.
It's real escapism.
Well, I think I'm quite good randomly. I've only played it once, but I thought I was decent at Beat Saber.
Yeah.
And then I was shown a video of me playing Beat Saber, and it doesn't look good. It doesn't matter if I go to school, I look like an idiot. Yeah, but if I stream it, it's embarrassing.
Nah.
No word of lie, right?
fine.
I felt like Zora at one point when I was on Resident Evil 4,
Yeah.
right? Because I ran out of ammo, and there's these, I'm telling you, there must have been 6, 7 or 8 zombies coming at me.
What's the PSVR like? What are you holding? Is
You're
it?
like holding these 2 like controllers that are like, sort of like, you just grip them in a certain way.
Were you battering zombies?
Right? So basically your knife is on your chest and your gun's down here, and you have to grab it and hold it out like this, and the same with the knife, right?
Yeah.
So I ran out of ammo, and I'm going, and the zombies coming towards me, and I'm like, and I pull out my knife, and I'm just slashing these.
Were you
zombies.
actually screaming?
That's so
as well?
Yeah. And I was like, bang, bang, ta-da. And then I finished the level, and I take my headset off, and my girlfriend's watching. I was like, you see that, yeah? And then she shows me the video, and like in my head, like I say, I'm Zora. In reality, I'm wearing Dalmatian pajamas. My hair's a mess, and I'm stabbing. I've got a belly full of grub. And I am just stabbing like I've never held a sword. Yeah, I'm just doing this. But in my head, I was like doing all these technical moves and stuff.
Backflips and stuff.
So I've banned her from watching me now, because I think we won't last another month.
You do feel very cool in VR. Like Beat Saber makes you feel very cool when you're
but you
doing
don't
it.
look
But I
cool.
bet you.
No one's ever looked cool on
Feeling
VR.
cool and looking cool. But the people who do look cool are the people who do Beat Saber with green screens.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
They make it look like they're inside the game, and they don't just play.
No, they're
They
moving.
dance as they're doing it, and it's like
Maybe I should do that while I'm knifing zombies.
Yeah, try it.
Like a
Swaying.
montage, like VR montage
Yeah.
of you like slashing up the zombies.
Oh, we could easily do a VR content for Guild.
Oh,
There's
yeah, we
something
probably
funny in
could.
that.
Yeah, there
surely.
is.
Yeah.
Well, let's get you on Resident Evil 4.
I'd cry.
Are you enjoying Resident Evil 4?
Love
What do
it.
you think about it? It's a great game.
I love it, but it's like I still don't enjoy the feeling of playing it.
No?
Like I enjoy, I can appreciate the game,
Yeah.
but being scared of going around every corner.
I didn't think Resident Evil 4 was that scary
Yeah, but
at
in
all.
VR it's gonna
Okay,
be,
in
isn't it?
VR
Because
maybe, yeah.
one of my girlfriends watching, right? She'll scream behind me.
Yeah.
she's
Oh, that's
watch-
scary as well.
And there was this, I took my headphones off and I was like, as scared as you might be, I'm in this thing.
the zombies in front of me.
Like you're watching on a 40-inch screen. I'm in it. Don't scream. But yeah, I do love it. I do love it.
What bit are you at right now?
I'm only at, I'm going through like the village where, do you know the guy, it's real near the start, where the guy gets burned alive on the
Oh,
crucifix.
yeah. Oh, that's super at the start. You got a while to go yet.
Oh, really? That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because VR is like, I didn't realise that when they released the patch for it, it's literally the same game, but like...
Is it?
Yeah,
I have
it
no
just takes
idea.
out
I
of
just
you
played
then,
it on
doesn't it?
PC.
Oh, God, it's exhausting. Mentally
I can
exhausting.
imagine you can only probably play for like an hour at a time.
Have you completed it?
I've completed on PC I have.
Did you
Obviously
love
not on VR. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Now I'm playing the Ada like expansion pack or the DLC.
Oh,
They've got
nice.
like another game from like her perspective, I think,
Sick.
which I'm playing through.
Bring it in, old player.
Yeah. Has anyone been playing anything else? Like any random little games?
I got back into Cuphead.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
Cuphead?
Have you ever not heard of Cuphead? So
I've not
it's a-
played it, but I definitely heard of it.
It's a hand-drawn game, and it looks like it's
Like
very
old-
stylized, quite
Old
old,
school,
like
like
40s
Disney cartoon kind of vibes.
that kind of style. You're this little fella called Cuphead.
Your cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a cup head and then a human body, or you can be his brother, friend, Mugman.
Is this true?
Yeah.
Mugman.
Yeah. Cuphead and Mugman.
Can I try and
I
guess
didn't
what
know
it's
about
about?
Mugman.
Yeah, go on.
Cuphead and Mugman
Yeah.
going around.
You are never going to guess, so I'm so intrigued.
Going around, right?
Yeah.
They've got to gather liquid in their heads and tip it into other things.
Do you think I'd be playing that for hours on end?
New game pitch.
No, it's about, so Cuphead and Mugman, they accidentally lose their soul to the devil. What is with you? Why has everything got to be so... It's not horror. It's not remotely horror. There's a series on Netflix as well, which is quite good. They accidentally bargain their soul and lose it to the devil. It's all very cartoony and funny. Yeah. It's not scary at all. And then they obviously don't want to go to hell, so they bargain with the devil and basically say, we'll help you collect all the souls that you're owed from all these other baddies.
Right.
So you essentially go and beat all these bosses with like some form of gun that you shoot from your finger, but it's like special powery things and you get different versions of them. But it's impossible.
Right.
Like it's the kind of game like, did you ever play Getting Over It with Ben Foddy when you're in the...
No, I never played that either.
Do you play Jump King?
Yes.
You play Jump King?
Only Up, like those kind of games, like those games that are so difficult, but you know you can do it. So it's that level.
Yeah.
That every single boss is like that. And every boss comes in 3 parts. So you've got like the Root Pack gang, the bad, it's like you have to beat up an onion, then you have to beat up a carrot and something else. And you finally beat boss 1, but you have to beat all 3 in a row. And it's like every time you have to learn their algorithm, which is slightly randomized every time, but you can get used to, okay, I jump over this, jump over that, shoot, jump over this. You finally beat one, you get to the next one, but then you don't know what's coming because it's new again. So you can never beat it first time. Like if anyone does, you're like little Tetris kid. Like, so as soon as you beat a boss, you then have to do it again. And without beating all 3, you then just got to start again. So you beat boss 1, you're like, yes, at last. Then you don't know what's coming, so you die. You start again, beat boss 1, get better at boss 2, die. And you just get better and better and better progressively. I spent an hour the other day trying to beat a boss. And when you die, it shows you how far along the level you are. And it'll show like little points where the bosses change. And my little Cuphead was right before the final line after an hour, and then my controller on the Switch died.
So you're going to go home today?
No.
Because I was playing on the TV and the battery died. It was like battery depleted.
Oh no.
And I was like, I was so close.
How much was it on Switch? I might get this.
It's quite cheap. It's like a £15 game. And it's big. It's a big game as well. It'll take a while to complete. And it's mainly the bosses, and then there's also something called Run and Gun, which is a bit more like Mario. Yeah. But you can shoot as you go around. But it's a really difficult game.
And it's 2-player as well. If you
you can play with 2 people. But it's also to the level. It's that difficulty where you know you can beat it, and that's the annoying thing.
That's what keeps you addicted to it.
It's like when you're playing a claw machine at the arcade or something.
Yeah.
You're going, no, I can get it. I know I can get it. And you'll just keep going.
But that's costing you money. Whereas playing Cuphead, like once you've bought it, it's only costing you time. And
honestly,
and
it's a great game. It's a really good game.
The only time I've ever really felt that on a game, especially recently, was like Demon Souls on the PS5.
Where it's that difficult, but you know you can do it.
It's just, I love like that thing of where like bosses have specific mechanics, and then you like learn the mechanics as you're doing the boss, and you go back and you try again. Like, okay, I know this is going to happen at this point.
Yeah.
I spent like 16 hours trying to kill a boss with 2 of my friends on this game.
Outside.
Honestly, get on Cuphead, because it's exactly like that. Yeah. You can spend ages on one boss. Sometimes you'll think, oh, it's a bit easier to memorize or whatever, but they always randomize it slightly. Like the bosses will always do the same things, but they might not do them in the same order. So you'll see them start to do something. You go, oh, he's about to do that one instead. So yeah, give it a go.
Okay,
good game.
Will.
Get it on the Switch as well, just because then you can play it wherever you want.
Couch gaming.
Yeah,
I've been playing this game. I played this game called Exit 8, and it's just like this. I don't know what you would call it, an observing game. You walk, so it's the same situation. You're in a train station, and you turn the corridor and you walk down this corridor, but there's a certain amount of things you have to look at. And then
I have seen this.
And if you notice something that's wrong, you have to turn back and go the other way, and then you get to the next station. But if you don't notice anything, you carry on going and you maybe get to the next station. But you keep walking through the same corridor every single time. And it's basically a puzzle game. If you notice it, you turn around. If you don't, you keep going. But it's like really frustrating because you can get right to like level 7. Yeah. And then if you've missed something like small, you obviously go back to the start.
So it could be like a poster on the wall has changed slightly.
You can finish it in 15 minutes. It took me like an hour and a half to 2 hours.
I might have to give it a go.
It's literally
I want to try
like
this.
£3 on Steam. It's pretty fun.
Okay.
I'll give it a go.
Yeah.
Speaking of giving things a go, as we start to wrap up,
I'm excited.
2024.
Yes.
Do we do New Year's resolutions or not?
I don't do like a I never do like a resolution anymore. I feel
What about
like
gaming resolution?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and complete some Red Dead Redemption 2. Really want to play that.
Ever.
That's what everyone says. That's why I want to do it. And I'm bad at playing those very classic, long, single-player story games. So I've told myself this year that I'm going to try and complete some classics. Because once I get into them, I really enjoy them.
Have you played Assassin's Creed?
I haven't, no. I've played some of them.
OG Assassin's Creed,
But
Ezio
I'm not good at stealth. So any games that you have to like stealth in, I get really scared. But I did play The Last of Us. And once I played that, I was happy I played it. Played Detroit Become Human, one of my favourite games. So now, this year, I'm going to conquer Red Dead Redemption 2, and I'm going to conquer The Witcher, I think.
Nice.
Play The Witcher.
Which is a big game as well.
Then I don't know. Any other big...
Go Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed,
The OG
yeah?
Assassin's Creed, though.
Okay. But they've made so many.
Yeah, that's what... Go right back to the start.
Okay.
OG Assassin's Creed is awesome. What have I been playing that I love? Obviously, have you played the Spider-Man games, no?
Played a couple of... Well, I've played like one, I think, and not like finished it. But I'm not good at like big like beat 'em up type games. And I feel like Spider-Man has a lot of like beat 'em up.
It
is quite repetitive. It is very beat 'em up. But I actually love the whole single player experience. But I get distracted too easy if another game comes into my...
Yeah, that's the thing. You need to put hours into it.
Yeah.
So, I can't. Yeah, my brain doesn't allow me. I need quick bursts.
I've got a plan. For me,
Go on.
February...
Yeah.
I'm not going to play it. Because look, the Tears of the Kingdom, I know I was going about it all the time, is one of my favourite games of all time. The other one is Breath of the Wild. Mm-hmm. But I stopped playing it because other things started happening, life and whatever else. And I'm now playing, I'm playing Sackboy at the minute with my girlfriend, which is so much fun. One of the most underrated platformers of all time. Have you ever played it?
I love Sackboy.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, it was Little Big Planet, right?
Yeah.
Like I played it when it was Little Big Planet.
But this is
on the PlayStation.
Especially if you've got two players, it's a lot of fun. But I am going to dedicate February, the entire month, to Tears of the Kingdom. And I'm going to complete it.
No other games.
No other game. Just
so
that.
That's your New Year's
How
resolution.
long does it take to complete that?
I think I've already put 100 hours in and I'm nowhere near.
That's crazy that it could take that long.
I want
if
it to
a game
be
takes
300.
7-8 hours, maybe up to 10 hours, that's a good single player experience.
That's decent though, if you can put that much into it. But Ariane plays Skyrim all the time.
Does she?
Loves Skyrim.
Great
She's
game.
on it all the time, but playing it on the Switch. And I think we looked the other day and she's played about 68 hours, and I don't think she's close to finishing it because she does all the side
Me too.
missions.
That's what puts the hours down, is when you start going, I want to do this and
if
this
you
and
just
this and
go
this
for the actual game, you could complete it quickly.
Yeah. If you go linear or whatever.
Yeah, but you just want to do every little thing. I was a bit like that on Spider-Man. I think that threw me off because just all the mini missions are so repetitive.
I need to complete Spider-Man 2 as well. But anyway,
I don't think I ever will.
Do you not?
No, I enjoyed it, but I just it's the same thing over and over again. And it's weird to say when I play Rocket League and Fortnite, but every game's different because you're against real people.
Different. Yeah.
What's your New Year's resolution then?
I don't really have any because I think I was getting on the right track before New Year's. So I've properly started personal training, so I'm going to do that. I might try different types of fitness. I want to try box fit, so I might get into boxing. Maybe not punch anyone in the face anytime soon because that's not... I don't know if I could do that.
You want to do one of those Misfits fights?
Nah, I don't think I could.
Imagine.
I think I'd
Who
love
would I
that.
fight? Pie face?
Yeah, you versus Pie Face.
Get him back.
Awesome.
I reckon you would do that too.
Yeah,
I
he's
think
so tall
you would.
though.
He's got great reach, I imagine.
Yeah, his reach would be great.
Yeah.
I reckon I could take him though.
2024 is coming.
Coming for Pie
It's
Face.
happening.
Be ready,
It's
Stevie's after
happening.
you.
Just
Heard it
a
here
quick
first.
one. On New Year's, I said I didn't drink or anything. I actually did something quite wholesome on New Year's. Firstly, I didn't do something wholesome. So Isaac was like, I want to stay up until midnight. So me and Ariane were like, okay, we're not going to do anything this year. I'm not going to get him to have a babysitter or anything. We'll just stay with him. Stay up till New Year's. We started watching a Rick Astley thing at 11:30.
Rick Astley.
Rick Astley's New Year's, yeah.
Oh, right,
it's on
yeah.
BBC. So we're watching that. And then at about 1:45 midnight, we were just like, let's just go up to Mousehold Heath, which is the highest point in Norwich, top of a hill. So we drove up there to watch the fireworks. There were loads of fireworks going off. And I drive down this road, but there was nowhere to park or anything. So we stayed in the car and watched the fireworks just in the middle of this road. But everyone was doing it. So I had about 6 cars behind me, but no one was beeping me or asking me to move or anything. So we were watching the fireworks. Then I ended up in a standoff because someone came up the other end of the road.
Oh,
and
no.
it was only a single
one-way
lane.
street.
And he just sat there in front of me. And I went like that to him. And him and his girlfriend started waving their hands in the air. And then she got out of the car, looked over and saw there were about 6 cars behind me. No cars behind him. sat back in the car, lit up a fag and kept the door open. They just both started smoking. And I was just looking, going, well, I can't revert. I cannot go anywhere.
So what did you do?
I, as the very British man I am, waited for someone else to go and speak to him. And luckily, someone got out of a car that was parked wanting to leave and just went, mate, there's nothing behind you and there's a road you could just reverse into there, whereas all of these have got nowhere to go. And then he got back in his car and went, looked a bit annoyed at it, reversed for about 10 seconds and moved. And I was like, you barely had to do anything. So I ended up like that.
Time wasting.
But then what we did, so the fireworks all gone off, gone past midnight. This is then like the more nice part of it. We drove down, there's a strip in Norwich called Prince of Wales Road, which is where all the nightclubs are. And it was just buzzing, obviously, because it was New Year's. So many people on it. So I wound down Isaac's window, and as we drove down it, he was just shouting Happy New Year to everyone. So all these like club goers, drunk obviously, and just this little 7-year-old going, Happy New Year! And just all of them were shouting back at him going, Happy New Year!
I bet he was loving it.
Yeah, so it was a nice little memory for him. So hopefully he'll always remember that. And then next year I'm getting smashed. So Isaac, you're going to my dad's.
Yeah.
I had a less wholesome New Year's Eve. It was really wholesome. I just went to a pub, like a nice little chilled one, quiet pub, countdown to midnight, whatever, left at like 1 o'clock in the morning. Callum gave me the key to the house, put it in my bag. He was going off to like another pub or whatever. I was like, I'm going home. Got in an Uber, got to my front door, no house key to be found anywhere. And this was the only singular house key that had been brought out the house at midnight on New Year's Eve. So I couldn't do anything, literally couldn't do anything. Couldn't ring my landlord because they have no emergency number. Like, what landlord agency has no emergency number? Anyway, ended up sleeping on my friend's
Do you not have like
armchair.
a key lock thing?
What do you mean?
Like
Key
at
lock?
my
I always
house,
give it to my neighbour.
If I lose,
But you've only got one key.
No, we've got a thing that's on the wall, and you need a code, and you can get the spare key out. So you don't get the code. So I don't know my code. But
What's the point in having it?
no,
then?
I do know my code actually. Somehow, some landlords don't. Some landlords don't let you. I set my own code because I put my own. I chose to put a spare key in it. But it's just on the wall. You put in a code and you can get the key out.
I don't have that. I don't have one of those.
Oh,
I've
most-
seen them before, like on Airbnbs.
Yeah,
and stuff,
I think they're called like
guess.
key lock.
So you slept on an armchair on New Year's Day?
Yeah. New Year's Eve, slept on my friend's armchair. Went and I was like, I need to.
And what time was this?
It was like 2 o'clock in the morning.
And what time did you leave to go home? After midnight.
It was like 1.
Where did Callum sleep?
At a friend's house.
Happy New
So anyway, I went back the next morning and I was like, I'll just go look for the key again. I phoned the pub, phoned the Uber. No one, or the pub said that they couldn't find it. Uber never ever replied to me, still hasn't to this day. And went back to my house and had to just sit outside. I tried to scale the building to open like a door on the second floor, didn't work. Then I just
Spider-Man
sat
in real
there
life.
for like 2 hours calling different locksmiths on New Year's morning until one finally turned
Oh,
up.
they must have been
Wow.
expensive on New Year's.
It was 280 quid. For
just to get in your house.
for a new lock and obviously the call out fee.
Have you told your landlord that you've changed the locks?
No, not yet.
You probably need to do that as well.
Are you listening, Landy? It's a done deal now.
So
Cool.
yeah, that was a good start to my year. I was more concerned that this was just like, not about the money, but it was like a bad omen for the new year because I don't really believe it. I'm not superstitious at all. But because it happened on New Year's Eve, I was like, oh God, is this like a sign?
Get the bad stuff out the way early.
Maybe that's
it can
what it
only
was,
get better
yeah.
from there.
Ariane told me there's a superstition on I think it's on New Year's, that you're not meant to put a wash on, like clothes wash.
Oh, I don't think I did. So
I've
that's
never
good.
heard of this. I did
I'm
about
not very
3.
I have heard of that actually.
I did 3.
Oh my God, you've
And
tripled your bad
apparently the
luck.
superstition is that people around you die.
What?
If you wash your clothes on New Year's. I did 3. Wash, tumble dry, wash, tumble dry. I was catching up for the Christmas break.
I'm backing away. We're not friends anymore.
my
Honestly,
God.
so if there's 3
If you
people in
never
this
see
room,
us again, it's
3
Stevie's
washes,
fault.
3 deaths, I'm looking at you guys.
What is wrong with you?
Happy New Year.
That's not how I'm ending this podcast.
I've heard of that before.
We had a
but
good run
I'm
there.
not super superstitious.
Super superstitious.
Like when you see like 3 drains on like the street, do you like walk over them?
Nah.
You don't walk over it?
No,
I'll do anything. I don't
you-
avoid it.
okay, you don't
I'll walk
avoid
over
it,
that.
yeah.
I'll walk under ladders.
You walk under a ladder?
Yeah.
No,
New
that's
shoes on a
dangerous.
table?
What, fall on you?
Yeah, it's the fun of it, isn't it?
Oh.
What
What about putting like new shoes on a table? That's a
Nah,
big
don't
one
do
as
that.
well.
That's out of courtesy.
Sometimes I just sit in a living room with an umbrella up. Just fancy it.
Just fancy a bit of drama.
Yeah, smash a mirror next to me whilst I
Yeah,
do it.
absolutely. And do something with a black cat.
Oh God.
Something normal. Let's wrap this up. What's our goal for the In the Lobby podcast in 2024?
I don't know. I feel like we're doing a pretty good job so
think so.
far. more listeners, more just let's just put it out there
Do you
more,
know what
I
I want?
guess.
I want more communication from you.
Yeah,
listening.
I think we need a better connection to the audience.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we want some hardcore listeners.
Oh,
Okay.
hell yeah.
Because having more listeners is nice, but having listeners that truly care is better.
I do. I mean, in my Discord, there's people that listen to it religiously every single week.
I love that.
So there are.
Shout out to Harrie's Discord.
Shout out my community.
So we just
that
we
always
need
listening.
maybe we does the guild Discord have a in the lobby
I don't
chat?
think it's not. Is it a
We're
public?
looking
one?
at
I have
producer
no
Pete. You
idea.
need to get that sorted, homeboy.
That's what we need. In the guild Discord, we'll start a in the lobby chat and we'll all chat in there.
Yes.
And we can chat to you and you can give us your ideas, what you want to talk
In
us
the
to talk about.
lobby.
Happy New Year.
And
It's
you can
better
give
than
us
everyone dying,
exactly,
isn't it?
there we go. Yeah,
Hopefully.
and one of these are going to die this year.
Thank you.
Oh my god! Don't say
Do
that.
not
We
say
would
that.
actually do. Right, touch wood. Is there any wood in here? Touch your head. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you are settling into the new year. Don't forget to leave us a rating and again feedback on what you want us
What's
to do
your
next.
New Year's game and resolution?
Yes.
That's what we want to know.
Yeah, what games do you want to play this year?
Tell us in the
that.
Discord.
Yeah.
and on
That's
Twitter
happening.
and in the comments and wherever you want. And we will see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Bye. Which one of you do you think will die first?
Shut up.